For the best water deals in town, your local needs. Fill up your 18.9 liter for the low price of only $2 or your 4 liter for only 50 cents. Pure Aqua Valley water.
John Moore for sportsandmore.com, the 27 East Coast IceJam, joined by Chris Mooring of International Scouting Services. And Chris, I want to talk to you about some of the top midget prospects, top players to watch, not only at this tournament but in the second half. And maybe we can begin by talking about Jaxon Bellamy in the St. John Vitos lineup, player I've heard a lot about, and my first chance to look at him here at the IceJam.
Yeah, he's an interesting player to watch. He's a big two-way defenseman. Great size, great mobility, has a very good skill set. Really thinks the game well on both ends of the ice, both sides of the puck. He's a physical player that also has a very good shot from the point. He's going to be an interesting player to watch coming down the stretch for most Q scouts.
Another defenseman, which certainly it caught my eye, but it's with the Halifax Macs. I've seen a lot. He's a lot more familiar to me, but Justn Barron.
Yeah, Barron is an offensive defenseman, kind of developing into a bit of a two-way defenseman. He's taking care of his own zone much better than before. He's developed a little bit more of a defensive game, but I think his strengths is in his skating and his offensive ability. He really carries the puck with authority and with confidence, and he creates offense from the back end.
And another Max defenseman, perhaps doesn't get involved offensively as much, Keeping.
Yeah, Keeping's a big physical. I think he's more of a defensive defenseman. Plays a heavy role. He's got a good shot though too, and he's got some good feet. I'd like to see him lose maybe a little bit of weight and pick up the stride a little bit, and the mobility could be a little bit better. But there's upside in the way he thinks the game and the way he plays the game. As he's a heavy player out there that likes to hit and is very good defensively.
We just watched the Macs defeat the Wolfpack in a shootout, but let's talk about a couple of members of the Wolfpack. And Bailey Peach, a player who I laid eyes on back in September, and he's had a strong first half.
Yeah, Peach came out of the gate really quick. He's an explosive type offensive player. Really good hands in close. Can elevate the puck in a heartbeat. He's beaten a lot of defensemen around the outside and cutting to the net and scoring, with beautiful little shots upstairs. He's a guy that the Q's looking at closely. He should be, I would say, a first rounder in the Q draft.
His teammate, sometimes line mate, Ryan Francis.
Yeah, Francis is a little dynamo out there. He's a very good playmaker, great speed, has skill off the. He plays center, but he has a great skill set. Loves to distribute the puck. Skates at speed. Carries the puck through the neutral zone, beats guys any which way. Really, he's very dynamic with the puck and really sees the ice well. And I think he's going to be a really good Q player as an 18, 19, 20-year-old. And I wouldn't be surprised to see him picked in the top 2 rounds, even with him being 5'6".
From the Moncton Flyers program, Aiden MacIntosh.
Aiden MacIntosh, big winger, really dominates down low. He's got good hands, likes to carry the puck, but he's cerebral enough to be able to pass the puck and create some offense for his line mates. Skating's okay. I'd like to see it get a little bit better, but it's got upside. Looks like a good complementary type second liner or third line player in the Q.
And his teammate with Moncton, Jeremy Jacobs.
Jeremy Jacobs is a kind of a skilled finesse type center. Actually plays a pretty good two-way game as well. Competes at both ends of the ice, but he's a playmaker first. He's the guy that distributes the puck to his line mates, makes players better around him. Can skate with the puck. He's a good skater. Similar to his brother who played for Moncton.
Out in Newfoundland with the Tripen team, Kyle Petten.
Kyle Petton's a smaller player, but very complete type player. Very competitive. Can play basically all forward positions. Likes to shoot the puck. I'd call him more of a goal scorer than anything else. But also has, good vision and good hockey sense, and sees plays develop. Plays with an edge, which is nice for a smaller guy. He really competes well. Should be a good player to watch for the Q.
And rounding out our list here in the major midget level, a couple of players off Dartmouth Steele Subaru. Brendan Sibley out of Dartmouth.
Sibley's, I think of him as an offensive-minded defenseman with good skill set, but he also is smart enough to take care of his own end. He's not what I would call a high-risk, high-reward type offensive defenseman. I think he's more of a two-way guy that has maybe a little bit more offensive upside than defensive upside. But he's got a good skill set. He's got, I would say average size, but he's a good skater, and he really thinks the game well at both ends of the ice.
And his teammate, again, I'm not sure I'm got the correct pronunciation, but Noah Loaouan.
Yeah, Noah's a very similar to Sibley actually in his game. They both have kind of average size, but they're very mobile. They both have good skill sets. I think of Noah as being a little bit more defensive minded than Sibley, maybe a little bit more, a little better defensively, but maybe not quite as good offensively. But I think they both think the game so well at both ends of the ice that they're going to be a very reliable type defenseman for whatever team drafts them. We look forward to watching these players as they move forward. Chris, thank you. You're welcome, John. No problem. Anytime.